I teared up during the post-game interview, listening to the college football coach talk about his team. 2 seasons ago, they went 0-12, and now I just watched them win their bowl game in dramatic fashion to finish the season 12-0 undefeated. I text this to Melissa, kind of poking fun at myself, and she replies, "OMG, Dad." A nickname she gave me, I guess because I'm a guy who's older and not trying to sleep with her. The bar is pretty low for father figures these days. And maybe that's why I'm crying at this football game. My wife thinks I'll make a good real dad one day. She's Haitian, and she babysits, and once a little blonde toddler she was watching went through her purse and put on all her makeup. And when my wife caught her, the girl explained she did it because I want to be pretty like you, Vasti. And I imagine my wife looking into the adoring eyes of this little white kid staring back in full blackface, trying to use this as a teachable moment while also not smirking at the absurdity. I mean, my wife is a bona fide kid whisperer, so I know that ours would have had it made. And maybe that's what this is all about. I tell Melissa and she says, "Mason, I'm so sorry." I tell my mom, and she says, "Honey, I'm so sorry." And now we're all crying at the post game because sometimes you lose one. And you discover you're a dad and not all at once. But mostly just that not, because neither of you knew that something you didn't want to happen didn't happen. So how do you untie that? And when I think back on us going to bed the night before, I can't help but think we were a family. And when I think of the concept of losing something you never had, see, there's a timeline where you didn't have the thing touching when you used to have the thing. So the space for the thing doesn't even exist. And so when that space is where the sadness is, there's nowhere to put it, but it's everywhere. And I know it's nobody's fault. It's natural. These things happen more often than we know, certainly more often than we talk about. But really, that's why I'm crying alone watching football while this grown man beams at how proud he is that his kids emerged undefeated.